In 2013, the organizers of the Mars One project received 200,000 applications from people who wanted to leave Earth and settle on Mars. But were these ambitious individuals underestimating the dangers? Even with a spacesuit, Mars is an incredibly harsh place to survive. But what if a sudden problem caused someone to lose their spacesuit? What would happen then? Hello, viewers. Today, we invite you to travel with us to Mars and explore what would happen if a human removed or accidentally damaged their spacesuit. Welcome to Global Fields channel. Let's dive into the video. One, the Martian trap. Before we begin, if you're looking for a relaxing vacation destination, you should consider the Maldives or Bora Bora instead. Mars is not for the faint-hearted. In the 1950s, Wernher von Braun outlined detailed plans to send humans to Mars. Since then, over 60 related projects have emerged, some realistic, some completely impractical. However, none have succeeded in sending humans to Mars so far. Even if we achieve manned missions to Mars, the technical challenges remain immense. NASA predicts that a Mars mission won't be feasible until the 2030s, while Elon Musk hopes to get there sooner. Unfortunately, his company's heavy-lift rocket is not yet ready for such a long journey into space. So, what life support systems would be needed for humans to survive on Mars? That's up for debate, but let's take a closer look. Mars is a planet with extreme temperature variations. In the morning, surface temperatures can reach around -30 degrees Celsius, which is barely tolerable for humans. However, at night, especially in winter, temperatures can drop to as low as -125 degrees Celsius, even near the equator. Needless to say, Mars lacks the oxygen humans need to breathe. Additionally, its surface is exposed to intense solar radiation and occasional dust storms. Next, let's discuss how to survive on Mars and protect ourselves from these challenges. Anyone planning to live on Mars must realize that it is far from a hospitable environment. Without a spacesuit, humans wouldn't be able to move around. The best strategy would be to build a safe shelter. Scientists are already researching ways to use Martian soil to construct habitats. Studies suggest that soil containing hematite nanoparticles, similar to Martian regolith, can be compressed into extremely durable bricks without needing water. This is crucial, as water is essential for survival. In reality, Mars has water not only in its polar ice caps but also in a newly discovered underground lake beneath its south polar region. However, since finding a stable water source immediately is unlikely, future Martian settlers may have to recycle wastewater, or even extract water from waste. On the bright side, oxygen might not be a concern. In 2021, NASA's Perseverance rover successfully converted carbon dioxide from Mars' atmosphere into 5 grams of oxygen. The first time oxygen has been produced outside Earth. So, it seems like we're making progress and can soon head to Mars. But if you ever get the urge to remove your helmet for a quick selfie, please don't. Here's why. 2. Radiation exposure. Here on Earth, we owe our safety to our thick atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere blocks high-energy particles from the sun, protecting us from harmful radiation and absorbing ultraviolet rays. The planet's magnetic field further shields us from cosmic radiation. Unfortunately, Mars lacks such protection. This means that exposure to radiation is a serious issue on Mars. Without protection, humans could only survive a few months before suffering severe radiation damage. Definitely not an enjoyable experience. 3. Dust storms. Mars dust storms pose another major problem. They have even disabled Mars rovers. 6 years ago, NASA's Opportunity rover was caught in a massive dust storm and lost communication with Earth, eventually ceasing operations. Although the rover survived for 14 years, humans wouldn't last nearly as long under such conditions. Within hours, dust storms could cause severe damage to human skin. Martian dust contains a high amount of toxic perchlorates, which, if inhaled, could cause serious health issues. Avoiding these toxic particles at all costs is crucial, but it won't be easy. As experienced by Apollo astronauts, lunar dust easily clings to spacesuits and equipment. The same problem will occur on Mars, where dust will inevitably enter shelters, clog air and water filters, damage equipment, and coat solar panels and glass surfaces. Without a professional cleaning crew, survival on Mars could become impossible. 4. Extreme cold. NASA's Perseverance rover doesn't just take pictures, it also records Martian temperatures. On April 4, 2024, it measured a high of -21 degrees Celsius and a nighttime low of -79 degrees Celsius. These temperatures are similar to those in Antarctica, meaning only extreme explorers could adapt. Without proper insulation and shelter, humans would freeze within hours, turning into ice blocks until the next thawing period. Imagine Captain America frozen in Arctic ice for 70 years. Except in real life, humans wouldn't survive such an ordeal. 5. Toxic atmosphere. A bigger issue is Mars' atmosphere itself. On Earth, we breathe air containing 21% oxygen and 78% nitrogen, so naturally, we take it for granted. But on Mars, things are completely different. Mars' atmosphere consists of over 95% carbon dioxide, which plants might find useful, but it's deadly for humans. Even on Earth, a 0.2% increase in carbon dioxide can cause drowsiness, while a 5% concentration leads to headaches, dizziness, and rapid heart rate. At 8%, a person may lose consciousness within 30 minutes. In Mars' atmosphere, a human would only survive a few seconds. While an oxygen mask might seem like a solution, Mars' atmospheric pressure is simply too low. 6. Low pressure. Low pressure nearly killed Arnold Schwarzenegger, or rather, his character in the 1990 movie Total Recall. In real life, stepping onto Mars without a spacesuit would be catastrophic. Over 3 billion years ago, Mars had a thick atmosphere, flowing water, and large lakes. Its surface temperatures reached 15 degrees Celsius, making it a potentially habitable environment. But today, Mars' atmospheric pressure is less than 1% of Earth's. Without a specialized pressure suit, survival on Mars would be impossible. Even with an oxygen mask, a human could only last a few seconds before suffocating. As the body is exposed to Mars' low pressure, the oxygen in the lungs would expand uncontrollably, tearing tissues apart. Boyle's law states that at constant temperature, gas volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Since Mars' air pressure is just 1% of Earth's, holding your breath or breathing rapidly wouldn't help. All body fluids would start evaporating, causing the body to swell up. However, there is a bit of good news. Your body wouldn't explode. Human skin is elastic, like a rubber water bottle, preventing that from happening. But that's where the good news ends. Your blood would begin to bubble like carbonated water, blocking circulation. Within a minute, you would lose consciousness. Even if you miraculously survived, you would suffer extreme damage from radiation, decompression, and toxic exposure. Ultimately, death would be inevitable. Under ideal conditions, someone might survive a few minutes in a damaged spacesuit. However, beyond that, there would be no hope of recovery. Despite all these challenges, there are still people determined to make Mars their future home. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends on social media. Your support is what keeps us going. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to our next adventure. See you soon, bye.